Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to HUSL Education. Victoria Domazet is a very well-known digital salon retail educator. She has built a reputable education platform dedicated to helping hairdressers build confidence and increase their income through digital retailing, aka dropshipping, through her online courses. And Victoria teaches practical techniques and smart product selection and how to tap into digital retail, giving stylists the tools to grow a more profitable business smartly behind the chair. So let's tap in and learn from Victoria. Over to you, Vic.
Awesome. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much. I love being able to look out and see faces. So I really appreciate that. You have your camera on, and I'm looking forward to your questions about today's session. So here is how to use Instagram to earn money as a hairdresser using HUSL. So there are two main ways that I use and that you can use Instagram to earn money from your product recommendations. And these ways, I'm going to show you both of them today. And one of the first one we're going to do, because basically what we need to have, what you must have on your Instagram as a hairdresser is a way that your followers and clients can purchase the products you recommend. Because the salon's not always open, we're not always available, but your social media, your Instagram specifically today, can always be available to your clients. And we need to make it as easy as we possibly can for them to shop the products that you recommend. So using HUSL and Instagram, I'm going to show you, my two favorite ways to do it today. So the first way that I like to do it is by using your story highlights to share your HUSL links and save it as your free online store. So what that looks like, this is a great way to get started with your HUSL affiliate links as well, is that you want to open up, I'm going to open up Instagram, make sure it's on a page. I'm going to open up Instagram and I'm going to share a post. So I'm going to post, and you'll see I've got all my content ready to go. I've got my product-based content. So this is where what we need is product-based content, something that you're talking about, the products that you love. The example that I'm going to use today is the most simple of examples, which is literally just a picture. I'm going to use Heat Bounce, and it's literally just a stock photo of Heat Bounce. Now, this will work. This will definitely work, but this is where I do recommend to all stylists that you really consider making consistent product-based content, because it's the easiest content to make, because you don't have to have your makeup done. You don't even have to have clients there. All you need is the products that you already use and love. And then you can make posts out of it. So it makes social media easier, but it also means that your clients can shop your recommendations. So I'm just going to use this picture of the K18 Heat Bounce. Something to think about with your captions, because I know after doing quite a few of these seminars now and seeing a lot of your faces and talking to a lot of you in DMs on Instagram, I know you guys are getting the hang of this. You're starting to share things like this. My sort of next level tip for you when it comes to the captions, anytime you're writing a caption, I think now we can all spot an AI written caption a mile away. Would you agree? A generic AI caption? Like, I think when they first came out, maybe we didn't know, but now, I don't know. I think, it's very easy to pick up on that. Where I think our superpower is with this, and what we can ignore as hairdressers, is talking your caption about products the same way that you would talk to someone sitting in your chair. So if someone was sitting in my chair and I was talking about Heat Bounce, I wouldn't be like, active ingredients, I wouldn't talk like that. I wouldn't say, like, I don't even read it. Like, with 450-degree Brazil core heat, like, I wouldn't talk like that. So I wouldn't write a caption like that. And that's where, like I said, your superpower is using the you-ness in your social media and in your captions. So that's where you would talk about it like I would talk about it to a client. So for me, I've written, want to protect your hair from heat damage? Like, that is a question I would ask someone. Like, so that's where you can really you can go the opposite of that sort of AI slop captioning, where you can really lean into exactly how you talk to clients. And that has a double whammy. One, we're going to talk about products and link to the products, but that's also going to let customers into your world and how you speak. Because I really do think that the way you are digitally should align right up against the way you are in person. So that if someone is consuming your social media, and I hope this comes across from me if we have met digitally and then in real life, is that you don't want someone to see you digitally and then meet you in real life and be like, who's that? Like, what are they talking about? What do they look like? Like, it's completely different. So we want to have that really cohesive. So that's just my sort of next level tip when it comes to posting on social media at all, but specifically with products, talk about it the way you talk to clients in the chair, which is also their problem first, not the benefit of the product. Like, no, like people only care about their problems. Like, my hair's dry. I would write, your hair dry? Like, is your hair dry? Like, however you would say that, that's how I would caption this. So I've written a little caption here and I'm just going to share it. So I'm just going to share it to my Instagram and that will come up. So that by itself now is not a shoppable post. There it is. My little pink one here. So because I want that, like, as I keep posting, that's going to disappear, right? That post is going to move down my page. In a month, no one will ever see it. I want to be able to, and you need to have it so that if a client sees that today, or you talk to them about heat bounce today, when they go home in a day, 2 days a week, they go, what was that product she was talking about? They need to be able to find it straight away. You don't need to be, no one's sitting here going like, where were they talking about? If you've ever had to do that for someone else's page, you know how annoying it is. Where you're like, where are they talking about that thing? Where's that haircut? Like, you cannot make it easier enough for your clients. So what we're going to do with this is I'm going to take that post and I'm going to share it to my story. Just going to share it to my story. Now that it's in Story World, now it's in Stories, I can add my HUSL link. So I'm going to open up my HUSL app. So if you're new here and you haven't seen how to grab a HUSL link, this is how easy it is. I'm just going to go to Dropship products and I'm going to search for heat bounce. There it is. And then I'm going to tap there and copy that link. So now I have that link copied. I'm going back to Instagram to my story and I'm going to tap on the sticker and it will bring up this menu where I can tap on link. Now, this is another thing that if I've been chatting to you on Instagram or if you've been starting to share this is my next level top tip for this step. So you've got two windows that you need to put information in here. You've got the URL, which is where I'm going to paste my HUSL link. And you can see straight away with HUSL, the links are so strong with tracking. You can see it says Victoria Domazet. I know that link is going to be tracked back to me if somebody taps on it. And then you also have customized sticker text. Don't sleep on customized sticker text, because if you post this without that, let me see it without it. If I post it without adding a sticker, it's going to just say unwritten hair. Like, it's just going to go to the default of that. Now, while that's still good because you still have a shoppable link on your story, we can level up. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to paste my referral link here. And then when it comes to customized sticker text, what you want to do here, and this will lead back into similar what I was talking about in the caption, I want you to think about your client. This is not about you. Your social media is not about you. So what I probably wouldn't put here is like my link, because that's not really about the client. I have in the past, and then I think about, as these things are always evolving, what is a client going to do? What does it do for a customer to click on that link? So that's where you could put protect your hair. Protect your hair. So even though that seems like a subtle change, I'm just moving it around now. Even though that seems like a subtle change, see how even that is more about the client than it's about me? Like, so especially as this is saved to HUSL, this is going to be on your page, you know, semi-permanently so people can shop. You don't want it to be anything topical. You don't want it to be of the moment. You need to let people know what they're doing. So I usually like to use things like that, recommend you use something like that, or tap here to shop, or anything that the client, like, what do you want the person watching this to do? Because if you just leave it as that default text, it can be, sometimes people are like, I didn't know it was a link. I didn't know, like, it said unwritten hair and it's a picture. I want heat bounce. Like, it's not inherently obvious, like, what that is. So again, it's always through the eyes of your customer, and it's always through making it easier. You put arrows pointing to this, like, tap it, you cannot make this easier. So I'm going to post this now to my stories. So posted to my stories. So it's posted on the grid. It's there. It's posted to my story, which it'll post in a second. And I'm going to try and skip over my first story post of today. If you saw it, if you saw, so there it is in my stories. So that's great because now it's shoppable, but now I want to make it that it's on my page for longer. So I'm going to create a highlight. And if you don't know, your story highlights are here. So I want to make a new highlight. And I'm just going to tap to add that as a new highlight. Because you've saved it to stories, it will now come up and be savable as a highlight. And what a highlight does is it keeps those stories for longer than 24 hours. So that story, even after 24 hours, will live on within the highlight. So that's where, oh, thank you. Thank you. Now that will live on as a highlight. So I'm going to call this highlight K18 shop. And even as I'm writing this, you probably see then I thought of it. K18 shop's probably not what my client would tap on. Like, that's easy for me to think like that's where my K18 stuff is. I'd probably change that now. Heat protection. Do you see what I mean? It's a constant thing for all of us, that like protection. Why is that such a hard word for me today? Heat protection. So that when a client is looking at my page, they go, they're not thinking K18. They're thinking, I need heat protection. Like, that's what we want to do. So even you could do this in all categories with this. You could make it like thick hair, curly. What does the client describe their need as? That's what I would save it as. So I'm going to make that a highlight, save that, and you'll see it's popped up here. Heat products. I'd see if I could get that up. See, I'm always optimizing that. I optimize that to be a shorter name. But you can see I still don't like the look of that because it's just like the product. So if I tap on that again, so if I go into edit highlight, so I've just tapped on it, I'm able to add a cover photo to this. So instead of it just being like that, it's like, again, the default, I'm going to add a picture that I saved earlier. So I saved this. I just made this in Canva, shop K18, which again, I could probably change now, but I will save that now. And now you'll see it looks all nice. Now it's got shop K18. I'll probably put heat protection there. So now I've got the post, the story for 24 hours, and the story saved effectively as your free online store. So if that's something that you have started doing, like I said, sharing to stories, I do see some of you sharing stories, and I think this is the next level. The next level is saving it as a highlight and changing that sticker text. So think of me when you're writing your sticker text, like, what would Vic would be like, what does the client say? And the same with the caption. Please make it as unique to you as humanly possible, because that is what is going to make you stand out. That is what your clients are going to recognize within your content. That is what is going to help your clients find you, all of those good things. So instead of thinking like, how do I write this caption? Think, how would I say this to a person? Like, that's exactly what you write in the caption. It doesn't need to be fancier or more articulate than that, because that's not what sells products. It's you and your expertise. So that is the first way that I use Instagram and recommend that you use Instagram to earn money through your product recommendations. And the second way that this alone has contributed so much to not only my growth on Instagram, my growth on socials, it's contributed to like the bottom line of my business. It's contributed to product sales, everything. And this is ManyChat automation. So show of like little digital hands, who's heard of ManyChat before? Who's heard of a ManyChat automation? I can see some hands. Using ManyChat on Instagram is when you post a post or a reel or a carousel. You can use it across all of the formats. When you ask followers to comment a keyword. So that's where like comment curls to get my curl recommendations. Comment lipstick to get the lipstick. I'm just looking at stuff now. So whenever you see that, if you see, you would see it all over the time. ManyChat is a partner with Instagram, so their features are integrated and things like that. So you will see it a lot if you haven't. That is something that, like I said, I found so effective. I think people are getting so used to doing that now to get links. You know, that's how people are using it. So I'm going to show you how to set that up. So ManyChat is a paid service. I'm going to come back to this at the end, how I would do it for free to start. But I do want to go through ManyChat as a paid service, because I do believe, I think it's when it starts off, it goes on the amount of people that you send messages to. So I believe when you start it, it's like $14 US a month currently at this moment. So it's not super expensive. This could be made back up in the commission of one product that you use to sell. And like I said, this is something that I'm going to show you how I use it to recommend and sell products, but this is something you can also use for your bookings. This is something that you can also use for Instagram growth. So this is not just a tool for this, but this is a really great way to automate that so that you can use ManyChat. So ManyChat, having an account with ManyChat, and we're going to set up an automation. So this means when that post that I just put up will now be there. It's all connected. So that post will now be there, and I'm going to set up an automation. So I'm within the ManyChat app now. So I'm within the ManyChat app, and I'm going to create a new automation. Now if you don't have ManyChat now, don't worry. I just want to demonstrate to you how easy this is. And you will remember this after you leave, because it is so easy. So I want to do a new automation, and you can see up here, it's Instagram. I'm using it for Instagram. And the number one automation is comments. So this is exactly what it means. When someone comments on your post, ManyChat will automatically send a link directly to that person's DMs. So you don't even have to do that part. So I'm going to tap on that for comments, because I want to set up a DM automation back to that post that I did. I want it to be that if someone sees that heat bounce and they go, yes, I need heat protection, they can comment a keyword and my HUSL link will be sent directly to them to shop. So I'm going to start a new automation, and it's going to walk me through it really simply. You'll see it's coming up here. There's my post. There's my pink post. I want it to be that specific post. This comment has a specific word or words. This is where I'm going to enter the keyword that I want people to say. So this, and a little top tip with this, you want to make the keyword good, because when you're asking people to comment something, again, thinking about it from the client's point of view, thinking about it from the customer's point of view, you don't want to make this comment. I'm trying to think of something that's not offensive. Like comment bad hair to get this. Like, no one's going to comment bad hair. Like, no one's going to sit at home and be like, bad hair. Like, you want to have it as something that people want. So it's like, you'll notice it now in my content. If you see it, I'm always putting things like comment, yay, like comment, yes. Like, it's like, I don't want people to comment hard work. Like, no one's going to do that. Like, no one wants to voluntarily do hard work. No one's going to type in hard work. So with something like that, it could be like, comment, what's a good one? Like, comment silky, and people are like, oh, like, yeah, let's do that. Comment silky. So I'm going to put that as my keyword. Comment silky. So anytime, ManyChat will be able to pick up anytime someone comments silky. What do I want them to send? It'll also have here, reply to their comments under the post. I'm going to turn that on, because I think it's nice. It's not only nice and polite, but it's also great for engagement and great for just your community on your socials to comment back to someone. So that's where, like, these are very generic. It says like, thanks, please see your DMs. This is again where I would change these to things that you would actually say to people if they commented. Like, so it would be like, oh, like for me, with my brand voice, with how I am, it'd be like, yay, the link's in your inbox, like get ready to shop, or like, anything like that. Like, what would you say if someone said, yes, I love that product? You say, yay, it's perfect for you. Like, input those kind of things. Again, you can see where I'm going. Everything leads back to like speaking in your voice, not using automation to change your voice. it's to help you connect. It's not to like be this whole other thing. I'm just going to leave them generic for right now. Then it will give you the option straight away. It always gives you the option to send them an opening DM. For this, I'm not going to go into it because I believe that if I know myself personally, and show of hands if you agree, if I've commented on something, like I'm like, yeah, Silky, and then I get a message saying, do you want the link? I'd be like, yes, like I've done this. Like, stop sending me automated messages. Like, just, I asked for the link, send me the link. So that for me, again, what I might lose in, like, for whatever reason they're asking you to send this, I feel like I gain in not being annoying with messages. So that's always something to consider. Automation's great, but it's also annoying, right? Like if you've seen those automated messages, you send someone and it's this big thing, and you're like, okay, yeah. So we want to use it wisely. So that to me is why I was turning that off for this particular thing. So I don't want them to get a DM. I don't want them to get a DM asking for them to follow me. I don't want them to get DM asking for their email. They want a link to my product, I'll send them the product. And that's what I'd recommend. Like if it's your clients, like same thing, your clients, just look after your clients, send them a link. So I'm going to go next. And then it will say they will get a DM with the link. So here is where I'd write, here is my Dropship HUSL link to the best heat protection. So that's the message they'll get. And then here it says add a link. So this is where, again, we have the two options of the button label and the actual link. So I'm going to grab that same link from the HUSL app, my same dropper shipping link to the heat bounce. Dropship link, heat bounce, okay. Heat bounce, copy. I'm going to add that there so that when they comment the word, they're going to get this message and link. The button label, again, the label, think about what you want the person to do. That's where I would usually put, I usually do capitals because you want to make it clear. Again, it's not intrinsically obvious that people need to tap this. They're waiting to see a blue link. So sometimes I'll put like tap me. Like tap me, shop here, arrows pointing at the button. Like it's anything like that. Just nothing generic, nothing blank, and also nothing that seems obvious or to the products, like what you want the person to do. And then I'm going to save. Now you can preview and go live. So this is great. This is going to give me a preview of the DM. So this is what someone will get from me. So I want to check that through and make sure, like, one, you've got no spelling mistakes, which for me, sometimes, it happens. And then you want to think like, yeah, that looks right. Looks like how I would talk to someone. The button looks right, like all those kind of things. You can also tap on the comments, like this is what the comment has to look like. Make sure your keyword is right. You've typed in the right thing. And this is what post you're talking about. So it's like preview everything. And then I'm going to go live. So now it's gone live. There we go. Now it's gone live. I'll move on with my life. So every single time you post, it should lead somewhere. And if you've been in any of my education before, I've talked about this because you want to tell people what to do next. So what the ManyChat automation does is it allows that process to happen when you're not there. So now, I don't know, people are commenting. I have no idea. People are shopping. Great. Like that's the reality of what happens, because that piece of content will get shown to people at different times, in different places, it will, all those kinds of things. It will be shared. So now it is permanently shoppable, that post. All they have to do is comment the keyword. You'd be really surprised. I did an experiment where I posted 30 products in 30 days in this way, and I'm still getting comments on those posts today. This was last year. And still I'll get a notification like you got someone commented Silky. I'm like, oh, okay. Like I thought that post had just disappeared, but they don't. They don't. We don't consume them in chronological order. So it's great to have that option. Now, like I said, that service is paid. So that is paid. I believe myself, it is an automation worth paying for because you can earn money from that automation. And I'm sure if you, like, after seeing that, you're probably thinking, gosh, you could do this with everything. Comment book now and I'll send you my booking link. Comment, there's so many ways that you can use ManyChat automation to send your hustle links to increase your bookings, all those kinds of things. But before you do any automation, after saying all of this, before you do any automation, I'm a big believer that you automate what works. You don't automate for the sake of automation. So when it comes to my example of it is a automated reply. Now, please don't feel targeted if you have an automated reply on your Instagram. It's not, I'm not coming for you. I'm inviting you to think about it. You want to automate things that work. Does sending people a message that tells them to go somewhere else or to call you or that you'll get back in touch with them, does that work? If it does, automate it. If you don't know, if you've never really thought about it, you just automated it, maybe turn it off and test that. If it's not working, if you're getting complaints about that or no one's ever clicking on the link that's in there, no one's ever calling you, it's not working, turn it off. So I think specifically automations, we just think, yes, automate everything. It's like, automate what works. Don't automate everything. So before I started using ManyChat, because I don't pay for things that I don't, I'm like, I want to see if it works. I just pretended I had ManyChat. And in not a deceitful way, I wasn't saying like, oh, I love ManyChat, meanwhile I didn't have it. I posted as if I had it. So I would post comment Silky for the product link to see if anyone commented back. Is this something that would work? And what happened was, at the start, it was slow, and I could personally respond almost immediately to those comments. Like if you're getting 2 comments a day, you can respond. I don't need to automate that out. It's 2 comments. I can keep up with that. But what happened was, number one, you can look at who is commenting because you're getting the notifications and it's your job to be on it. You can look at the notification and check, is this my ideal client? Is this who I want to get for me, I was looking to see, is this a hairdresser? Is this someone, is this someone I want within my world commenting here? Can I follow them? Like you can have a bit more interaction with that because you haven't automated it away and just not thought about it again. So with that, I would say comment Silky to get the link. And once it got to the point that I actually physically could not keep up with the DMs, I automated it. So, and that's where I know that's worth it for me, because I know it was work that I was doing that I have now outsourced. It's not outsourcing of work that didn't exist. Does that make sense? And that's what I feel like a lot of the automatic responses are. They're automation for the sake of automation, not automation because it's helping you within your business and it's being more efficient and it's helping your clients. So when it comes to ManyChat, that's what I would do. If today you're like, I think I want to try this, start posting as if you have it. Post comment now, comment Silky. I'll comment Silky anyway. Comment Silky and I'll DM you. And then get the notification and comment that person. If someone's interacting with you on social media, and I really hope if you're in here and we interact on social media that you feel that I believe this, I want to talk to you. I want to interact with you. I don't want that to be an automation that I don't like. You want to automate away the things that already work and the things that you can't no longer sustain as one human being. And I cannot possibly reply to all the comments that I get through my ManyChat automation. That's how busy that is. So it didn't start out from that day one. It started with me fake it till you make it, pretending I had an automation and then building up to that. But that is the second way that you can, and the way that I have never talked about in my free education, but I really wanted to share that with you guys today because I think it will be really valuable, especially for seeing some faces that I know you're starting to share on stories. I really feel like this is the next level for you, is that you can now automate that system when you aren't on your phone. So, and you can still continue to share your hustle links and get paid when you share your product recommendations through Instagram. So that is the 2 ways that I think that you can connect all of your hustle links through Instagram, start earning money through it as your recommendations as a hairdresser. So I'll open it up now. If anybody has any questions or comments about all the things I've talked about today.
Kylie, you have a question.
Yes. Hello. The highlight story cover that you did. Now,
Mhm.
you put them in specific categories or
Yes.
just products. What do you think?
So let me just confirm I'm talking about the same thing. So this is like this. Oh, this is and you know with Instagram, it's wild. If I go to my like for you page, like, like that's
For the mind of its own.
who knows? So, who don't mind the snatchback. So this here, the Instagram stories, highlights. So
Yes.
are you talking specifically about the cover image or the wording?
So to because I haven't made any yet, so I would be starting from scratch.
Awesome.
So would I just put like one cover products and then put them all in there, or do you do like you did heat protection and then shampoo? Like, what is the best way to start?
Great question. Starting's the best way to start. I want to make that really clear. Starting is that, you know, I'll take starting. I'll
Yes.
take a link posted. Like that's please don't ever get bogged down with like the detail. I think we do. I know,
Yeah.
you know, it's like we want it to, we're like, the vision is here.
Try to make it perfect and then you don't do it.
Right. So get that out of your head. Posted. Done is better than perfect. I myself am like, if I take longer than about 30 seconds to do something, I'm just like, just get it done because
It's
you're now
in a too hard basket. Yeah.
it's getting into my brain is turning into too hard, which means it will never get done. So if you, just on a side note, if you feel that happening, just do it because that result is going to be better
Then not.
than zero. So that's just what I personally do. So again, what I believe with that, and what I believe we talked about it at the last seminar with the link tree as well, is how does someone shop? We can take examples from bigger retailers. I like to do that. Like people that do it really well. I like to see how are they doing it. Usually, and also how you would do it in the salon. Same thing. How would you actually do it? Not how do you want to present that you do it. How do you actually do it? So for me, I do think breaking it down into categories, because if you put it in, if you just have my shop and it's everything in there, imagine that physically. Imagine a person walking into a shop and there's just stuff. So it still doesn't answer the question of like, what should I use? That's the client's question. What should I use? So you want to answer that question always with your content, with your post, like with everything. But that's what I would think about with this is like, number one, you need to train your clients that this is somewhere they can shop. That's what I'd also say. Like I'd be now talking about this every single time someone comes in the salon. Hey, did you know you can always shop on my Instagram page? Hey, do you know you can shop on my Instagram page? Hey, look at my Instagram page. This is where you shop. You know, like we need to start doing that. We need to start like educating the clients, training them where to go. You need something, this is where you go. And what I would do is have it in some sort of category, like, but you can always change it. And so you can always change it. So even if you have like thick hair, fine hair, medium hair, and then you're like, oh, that wasn't working, like, then change it. What can be really, in just saying that as well, what can be really valuable is to set it up. And then when a client's sitting in your chair, get them to use it, because that will show you the holes faster than anything. Right? Like you can think it looks great. It's not about you. So what I often do this with my education and with my products myself is I'll like then give it to a client, say nothing. Don't tell them how to shop it. So where do they go? If they go here and they go, so where do I go? You know, you got an issue, you know, like, and it's like, well, what are you looking for? And they're like, I just want my hair to be soft. I change that cover, that picture to soft hair tab here. Like, you know, or something, you know, I don't know. That's my brand voice. My brand voice is very direct. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, try. I think categories are better. And you've asked a very short question. I'm giving you a very long answer. But categories is better than no categories. Something is better than nothing. Categories is better than no categories.
In the right way.
And then niche down from there by utilizing your clients, helping them experience that. So yeah, even like I said, with retailers or anywhere that does it well, even if I walk in, I'm like, what have they got? Like straight up, they've got the trend of the moment. You know, there's always something where it's like, whatever TikTok thing someone's talking about, there's wording of that, and then there's products that fall under it. It's the same products that were sitting on all the other shelves yesterday. It's just been categorized in this new way with the wording that people are thinking about. So the one that pops to mind, it's not to do with hair. What's a hair? Has anyone got one? What's a hair buzzword at the moment, or buzz color? Like, what are people saying? What's the thing? You know how there's always something new. They're like
Everything's about hair growth.
Hair growth. Hair growth, number one thing. So hair growth, especially on Hustle, and I have tried this, is the Lebiaesthetic.
Yeah, I can never say it right either.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
They have a what did I get? They have a hair growth range. So even if right now in the salon you have nothing to do with hair growth, like number one, I think that's something you need to pay attention to, because exactly what you said, that is everywhere. Everyone's asking the question, and right now you have nothing. And through Hustle, you can have that set up now. Without buying the product, you can have that set up ready for people to shop in about 10 minutes. I could do it live now. And where is it? Because I went through myself, through the wholesale option. I was like, what do I want for hair growth?
Actually, if you put in
for me, like,
if you put in hair loss, hair loss. Yeah, they've actually updated the name. It was called Regeneron. Now they've changed it to hair loss. So there's a good example. We're looking at the bigger people. It used to be Regeneron. Customers are like, what is that? They've now changed it to hair loss, a term that they understand.
And that they're looking for their problem. Like people like this, and I have to tell myself this every day with my education. Like no one cares about my affiliate education. People want to make money doing hair stuff. Like, you know what I mean? That's the difference. It's like getting involved in like what's in it for me. Like, I want to teach you about this. I want to teach you about affiliate linking. I want to teach you, like, it's me. What do you want to learn? You want to learn how to use the skills you have to make money on your phone. Like it, you know, it's that. It's really like we can get caught up in us and what we're offering, especially to our clients. I believe it comes from a giving place. Like, but that's what they're like, hair loss. that's what it is. So that's an example that with Hustle, like I said, like I jump on there and I order stuff for myself to try. Like, and so, yeah, that leads us to, we could do a whole nother webinar, right? About that, is that like you can set up all these different categories. You can make content about all this, connect this content. Like, you've inspired me, Kylie. I need hair loss. I'll make my pen. Hair loss.
You're welcome.
Let's make a list. Like, because you just get caught up in what you're doing. Hair loss content. You watch now. So, yes, that's where, but the power of categories and the power of thinking the way the customer thinks, not the way
simplicity. I think that's a repeated topic that's happening, and it's funny because if anybody else has joined any of our other webinars with other salon mentors like Victoria, everyone is saying keep it simple. Simplicity.
Yes.
Simplicity is the repeated topic.
Oh. Did you enjoy today's session? Did you get some value from today's session? Yay. Joey, you're back. I was like, oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't answer your question.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yay. Hello.
How are you? I was just wondering, when you share that link, but how do I say, like, share, copy and paste that image? I forget how to do that.
I'll show you right now. Yes. So the
Brain
image
fart.
that I say, oh no, totally fine. Totally fine. The image that I saved, I literally typed into Google heat bounce. This is my very sophisticated way of doing it. I typed in heat bounce and I picked on purpose. I picked the one with the pink background because I think it's like, it made it easier, hopefully visually, for you guys to see. And also like it stands out. And then I just cropped it in and screenshotted it.
Beautiful. That's easy. So we're allowed to do that.
Yeah, I screenshot everything. Like, and then put it down. And then look how professional that looks.
So good.
So that's where, with the content, like, this is the simplest way. Like I said, there's no excuses for not having this. Like, you guys just saw how hard that was to make. That was like the easiest thing ever. But I'd say that's step one. So don't overthink it. Post a screenshot. Get your opinion of the product up there, because your customer's probably seen this product and is probably wondering, is this right for me? And then they
Yep.
see you, they see Joey says this is the good one. And she's got, oh, I can just buy it from her. Like that's, you never forget that your clients really do want your recommendations. They're in a sea of advertising products hitting them, but they really want your recommendation, but they need to see it digitally. They need it when they're not with you. So that is one way of doing it. The other way, that's the simplest way. You can get more complex with it where you film the product and have education about this too, where it's like posting about the product every day, the benefits and like using it in hair. And Tina has done it. So you can get more complex with it and more involved, but build up one level at a time. I think get all the products that you like, get them up. Then we go next level, then we go to the next level. Like, how can maybe I'll film it a little bit. Like, yeah, I always think about things in that way. Is that helpful? Is that helpful?
Yep, perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I will jump in very quickly. Victoria, you're talking about you have a course about content, how to create content. So can you let everyone know how they can obtain that course?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. So that course is a 14-day product posting course because I did a experiment. I mentioned it before. Did an experiment last year where I posted 30 days, every day, single day, I posted about a product. And I took all of that data that I got from that, what was the best performing hooks, what was the best, performing structure of that, and how I actually did that. So I filmed it with an hour's worth of content. So filming in an hour and then posting for 30 days. I changed the education to 14 days because 30 days was brutal. And I wouldn't ask anyone else to do it. I think, again, people like 30 days is too hard. 14 days, very achievable. And so it has like exactly what to film, exactly what to post, and then you can change it into your brand voice and things like that. Like I said, but that's there to help you. And yes, Tina's here. I'm looking at you, Tina, because Tina has done that education. And how did you, if you don't mind, can I ask you, Tina, how did you find it?
Yeah, it's great. It is so simple. It has everything broken down, like all the steps you need to do. So you just literally follow exactly what Victoria says and you get it done.
Yeah. And you get results, right?
Yeah.
Like
I had clients coming in asking about the product. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's very surprising that even if you think you're posting and no one sees and no one cares, like we all think that, right? Like no one sees, no one cares about this. And then what happens is people go, oh, I saw you did that. Like, what's the deal with that? And you're like, oh, I didn't even talk to you about retail today. And that's what I found with every stylist that did the education was the number one was it's about products, about posting about products. You get an email every single day for 14 days in a row. So you just get an email. It's short. It's sweet. It's short little videos so that you can just use that 1 hour that you did at the start. You can chop it and repost it. So yeah, just little snippets each day so that you actually do it. But the results from that was, yes, people sell more retail and also they make more bookings. That was a big surprise for me that a lot of stylists came back with is like people just reminded I existed, like because I just haven't posted because I don't know what to post. And then I just started posting. They're like, oh, it reminded me I need to book in. And they're like, I was posting about heat bounce. Like I wasn't saying book in, but that's just the power of visibility and the power of consistency with content. And yeah, exactly. I'm so glad you found that. I'm so glad you found that, Jan. Thank you so much for doing that because it is simple. Simple wins every time. Every time we get caught up in getting it more complicated or sort of more fancy, anytime I try and make things more fancy, it just doesn't work. It works way better if you just like say what it is, simple, direct for clients from the client's point of view to serve your clients. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for today. I really appreciate you all tuning in and coming along. I hope you got a lot of value out of today.
Always. Now, I've just added the link for Victoria's courses
Smarmy.
into the chat. Please quickly copy that, paste it into your notes, tap on it a little bit later, have a bit of a look-see. Look, when Victoria does her free little webinars for the HUSL community, for you guys, this is just the surface level of what she can offer to you guys. Okay, so please tap on it, have a look, reach out to her, DM her as well. Type Sylvie. No, I'm joking.
Courier pigeon. I'm down. I'm down.
Thank you. All right, good. Thank you, Joey. Getting some comments here. Narelle says thank you. Kylie. Caroline, thank you. Amazing as always. So much gold in here for sure.
Yay! Thank you so much for coming.
Joe as well. So thank you so much, Victoria. Thank you guys for joining. We have gone over, but as you have seen, there's been a lot of valuable things that Victoria, as always, and always expected, that she has shared with us. So thanks, Victoria, once again. And
Thanks,
watch out
Molly.
a little bit later for any more webinars. And have a fantastic rest of the week. And we'll chat to you soon. Thanks,
Awesome.
everybody.
Thanks so much, guys. Bye.
Bye.